People across the world have been shocked by news out of Afghanistan, by heart-rending images of Afghanis trying to flee the country as their elected government and its security forces abruptly collapsed and as the Taliban retook control of the country. This intensely religious and militant group had been out of power since 2001, when America and its allies helped overthrow this group. I'm Jamie Spiller, a history professor at SUNY Brockport. Let's break down how Afghanistan and the United States got to this point. A half a world away, Afghanistan is located where the Middle East meets Central Asia, a strategic region near oil-rich countries and regional powers. This strategic importance led the Soviet Union to invade its neighbor in 1979. During a decade-long war, Afghanis and fighters from around the world battled the Soviet army. After war ended in 1989, and after several years of civil strife, the Taliban consolidated control of the country. The Taliban also allowed many foreign fighters to remain in Afghanistan, where they formed an organization called Al-Qaeda. In the 1990s, this group's leader, Osama bin Laden, pledged a war against America, which he accused of supporting corrupt and ungodly regimes in Arab countries like Saudi Arabia and Egypt. Al-Qaeda used Afghanistan as a base for its campaign of terror against the United States during the 1990s and for the horrific terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001. After 9/11, the United States demanded that Afghanistan's Taliban rulers give up bin Laden and al-Qaeda fighters. When the Taliban refused, America and its allies sent military forces in October 2001. Fighting alongside local Afghan militias, they quickly overthrew the Taliban and tried to build a stable and secure state that could keep out terrorist groups like al-Qaeda. Despite many successes, Afghanistan never became a stable and secure state. The Taliban regrouped, elected governments failed to bring Afghanis together into a cohesive country, and several neighboring countries and militias secretly worked to destabilize Afghanistan. As the years went on, America's costs mounted. $2 trillion on security and economic stabilization in Afghanistan. 2,000 U.S. troops tragically died there, and more than 20,000 have been wounded. President Obama started to withdraw U.S. troops from Afghanistan, and President Trump began negotiations for a withdrawal with Taliban representatives. But it was President Joseph Biden who fast-tracked this withdrawal in summer 2021. When Biden did so, the Afghan military simply folded and the government collapsed, leaving most of Afghanistan in the hands of Taliban fighters. Thus, we've seen tragic chaos in parts of Afghanistan, particularly the capital Kabul, where legions of Afghanis who worked with the United States are trying to escape Taliban punishment and authoritarian rule. Afghanistan's neighbors are now on high alert. They face an unpredictable Taliban and worry about radical insurgency spreading across their borders. The United States is on high alert too. Even though a bipartisan majority supports the military withdrawal, political tempers are high as thousands of Afghanis in Kabul desperately seek escape as refugees. Comparisons are being made to the fall of Saigon at the end of America's war in Vietnam nearly 50 years ago. With this history in mind, it is natural to wonder, what will Taliban rule look like this time? Will America accept Afghani refugees as it did Vietnamese refugees? Will America's economy and foreign credibility suffer as it did after the Vietnam War? And last, will Americans face this global tragedy with sober reflection, or will it, like the fall of Saigon, launch a generation of political recrimination in America? If you're interested in learning more about history and about how it can provide insight into the world today, check out the Department of History at SUNY Brockport.